coming here to FTC, what kind of brands and stuff, what can they expect to find here?
Well, I guess again, it's the roots of FTC is we started off as a store 25 years ago. Been one of the most hardcore skate shops in the world. And we've had literally hundreds of skaters right for our shop, pros right for our shop over those years. And so now I'd say that FTC, it's a streetwear store, and we carry a whole bunch of different brands that we've heard before, as well as our own FTC brand clothing. Like the feel of that. So this is kind of like what you see inside the store is kind of like what we were about and what we would like to be involved with. So whether it's the clothing, whether it's the artwork, the people that are hanging on the store, that's kind of very synonymous with all that.
Upstairs, right?
Do you happen to have any accounts with Nike?
Yeah, we have a Nike SB account, and in fact we'll be doing a Nike collab with them this year for our 25th anniversary. So we'll be coming out with right there in the year sneaker with them. So that's really positive. It's a nice way to finish off the year.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I've seen that with sneakerheads that are fanatics of Nike gear. I know they can camp out and it gets a little crazy. Like, do you have any stories that you can share with us?
I mean, I think it's probably like any other store where you have them, in the middle of the night. I think for us, I feel bad sometimes seeing them outside in the middle of the night when it's like, because it's San Francisco, so it gets wet and it gets cold out there. And so there's been certain times where like we've opened up earlier, smelled like everybody in, got out bodybuilding food or something like that and passed it out, just because it's like, yeah, they're fiends for the shoes, but at the same time, you got to feel for them a little bit.
You got to feed into their addiction a little bit.
Yeah, okay. But I think everybody has their addiction. And this may not be shoes.
Unfortunately, mine too. So you said you have locations in 4 other cities, and you've had these incidents. Have they happened just here in San Francisco? Like, can you find sneakerheads more in one part of the world?
It's definitely. I think it's definitely an international thing. I mean, yeah, it's not. When we go to Tokyo, especially over there, there's people lined up for all sorts of things, not just sneakers. But yeah, Barcelona, same thing. I think it's so international that every town in the world seems like has their official language store. Tier 0 special. In Barcelona, there was a store that was just dedicated to Air Jordans. Beautiful store. It's all the sort of stores Air Jordans, and I was like, wow. It's like, I don't know how you make it. Keep those doors open. But sure, it looks good.
Of course. It almost seems like it's some kind of movement, right?
Oh, very much so, yeah. And again, it's huge, and the numbers that are involved in it, it's like, you gotta have somebody to be a sneakerhead. It's not a cheap sport, that's for sure. So.
Is there anything that you see that's missing, like something that, like if we're calling this a movement, this whole sneaker culture, do you see that there's anything missing that you think would kind of?
No, I think now, because I think partially because of the recession that we just experienced, I think now you've kind of seen that whole cycle where the older just kept peaking and everyone skipped throwing all their money into these collectibles, and now that people finally decide to pay rent, they're finally starting to make the right priority decisions, So I think that's kind of like, that's made it come down for a moment, but again, it's a matter of time before, it's like the economy, before it goes back to that full circle, and you can see the same things probably people will happen. The nice thing is though, is that I think with the whole sneaker movement, what's good about it is that one of the positives I think that it really keeps not just the shoe market, but the shoe companies pushing forward, but everybody else. Everybody, Nike's a moving shaker, so they don't just move and shake their own brand or their own industry. They kind of have an influence on it.